Okay, I know it's very suspicious that the game immediately captured it because that usually takes some time, and I need to manually set it up. But I record my friends' offline sessions, and I cut highlights for my friends when we play to give them like a good memory. You know what I mean? And they enjoy it. So as far as I know, they like it. I'm gonna show you how good I am solo, chat, okay? You understand how good I am at this game. The only levels that I can't do is the final level and the ice level. Also, what ascent is everyone on? Anyways, this is peak, sorry. We're doing it solo, because chat has asked me to do it solo. This is for the VOD viewers. I have obtained... Wait, I'm on the other account. Fuck! I have 2 accounts. I know, I swear to God, I'm not lying to you. I have 2 accounts, I swear to God. I swear I have 2 accounts, and this is not my personal account. This is my, obviously this is my stream account. So my stream account doesn't have the I swear, I swear I'm better at this. This guy stolen valor. No, guys, I swear I'm at Ascent 1. Guys, I swear I'm on Ascent 1 difficulty. We just achieved it last night. We just reached the peak last night, me and my friend group. Please, guys, please, chat. I swear, look, I swear. Nobody believes me. I will say, playing this solo does seem like the worst experience I've ever seen in my life because there's no friendship. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody to laugh at you when you fall. You know what? I've never brought Ding Bong with me. I've never brought this guidebook, even though there was a note that said that you get more stuff in your note. What the fuck is a conch? I've never seen a conch. What does that do? Why is there a conch? See, you like it. It's almost like getting over it, yes. But fundamentally, I think the gameplay is so much better. Like, I feel like the gameplay is a much better loop compared to getting over it. Like, not that getting over it is bad, but I feel like this gameplay is a hell of a lot more fun compared to what getting over it kind of was. Because getting over it was a fairly simple style of gameplay, which not that simple is like a bad thing. I'm just gonna carry conches. Why are there so many conches? What's the point of the conch? I've never seen this. Well, what's a conch? Maybe I am stolen valor. Holy shit, there's seashells? Wait, I didn't know that there were seashells. In the beginning, you can just spam space to move a bit faster. No. I'm gonna show you the safe way to climb. Okay, it's like a driving stream. Okay, POV. We are now in an RRL stream. POV. This is a real. I am actually on an island. POV. Guy, welcome to my stream, guys. Speedrun strat. This is me on a real island. I'm gonna teach you how to survive. A bit like Bear Grylls does in his videos, okay? Step 1, collect all the conch shells. I don't really know what these are for, but they look cool. I don't need to pit them. Just be conch. because of that, I'm gonna play safe so you see what you need to do. Because in real life, if you run around and you waste your energy, you're going to die. Better to go slow, stay low, and then go as high as you can. Actually, is it better for you to stay low? Is it better for you to go high? I don't know what the current advice is. You speedrunners believe that everything is about, you know, motion in the ocean. It's all about safety in the... Oh! I swear I'm good at this game. I swear. I swear I'm good at this game. I swear. So yeah, last night we finally reached the peak. And let me regale you with the story of how we reached the peak. So, it was 4 of us, and we set up inside the caldera. I did say that it took me 2 hours. Yeah, but like, okay, so for context, that much of the 2 hours was saving people and making sure that everybody could make it to the top. Because when you play in multiplayer, it may surprise you, but you want all of your friends to be able to make it too. Because if you leave your friends behind and only you make it but they don't, that's a bit of a bad thing to do, I feel like. So at least for me, it was a lot of setting things up so that my friends could make it, but my friends failed me. Okay, so what happened was, at the final level, we were on one of the rocks, and it was a pretty bad position, but we didn't see any other way. We used a chain gun to set up a route towards... Have I seen the pirates? What do you mean have I seen the pirate? I've never seen the pirate... What pirate? Where's the pirate? Wait, does this game have a whole different system in single player? You won't spoil. I wonder if this game has a whole different system in single player. Because in multiplayer, we don't see these things. We've never seen these things in multiplayer. Even the conch shells. This is my first time seeing a conch shell. I've never seen this in my entire life. I've never seen this. I wonder if it is different in the solo versus in multiplayer, which would be sad because I do want to see more things. But yeah, so we're in the thing. We're in the volcano, the kiln. We shoot a chain gun, a chain rope thing, from our spot to a middle sort of like thing, like a middle ledge for us to climb onto. But you have to jump on the chain and get a running start, so you slide. Okay, I got the slide. My friends, however, so the first friend, Sweet Destination, she touched the bottom, she let go, she grabbed it again, so she didn't slide. Oh shit, there's a chest over there. So what happened was, because she didn't slide, she eventually fell off and she died. And when you fall off on that map, I think you're just dead, okay? My second friend jumped, just somehow didn't grab the chain and just died, okay? My third friend died a while ago. Because what happened was they accidentally swung their arm into the lava, touched the lava, took a lot of fire damage, fell, and they were safe. And my second friend tried to save them because they thought they were going to slide off, inadvertently killing them because they accidentally pushed their body off. You know what they should do in this game? They should give you the ability to have nausea. Right? I think they should, if you eat too much candy, they should make it so that you can pass out. Because if you eat too much stuff in real life, you would pass out. Any other weird things maybe, okay, let's just take a moment to see what I've never seen here, okay? Because we've beaten the game. I don't know what these things are, like a pirate or like a thingamabob. I feel like these are things that I don't know about. Because in multiplayer, they don't show up. Just know that you should use a Scoutmaster bugle if you find it. Wait, should I go back for it then? All I have are conch shells. I'm going back for I'm gonna go back for the bugle. I'm gonna go back for it. But yeah, I think we had a good run. Okay, so POV, all three of my friends are dead last night. I am basically below half stamina. I'm about to die. And then what happens is I go, okay, wait. I have a scout statue which allows me to revive someone. I bring someone back. I bring someone back. They rope me up the final place, and we're somehow able to make it. It was like it was the scariest thing I've ever seen, because we were really close to the end, and I thought it was over, but that one friend saved us. When I brought him back, he had full stamina, and he was able to pull us all the way through. Not that bugle. If you touch the water, what happens? I never actually touched the water. I know it's crazy to say, but I've never touched the water. Is it bad to touch the water? There's an invisible wall over here. Wait, sorry, not that bugle. So not the beginning bugle. So I don't need to go back for it. Oh, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just kind of lost here. Chat's telling me that there are whole new mechanics that I've never seen before, and I want to see what these are. Because I've never seen a pirate. I've never even seen a conch shell up until this one moment. Why'd they use that rope cannon? But yeah, it's a miracle that my friend group even gets to the end. So let me give you some more recaps of funny ways that people have died. First time we played Sweet Destination, she's just hungry in the game. Obviously, we're still trying to figure things out. What is your first here? Okay, POV. You see a group of mushrooms on the floor. What is your first reaction to seeing strange and dangerous mushrooms on the floor? Do you A, leave it alone? Or do you assume it's poisonous? Or do you B, eat all the mushrooms? Eat them all, exactly. So Sweet Destination ate every single mushroom. And she's like, it's not poisonous. About 10 seconds later, because the poison is on a delay, her body starts to violently shake and turn purple. And she goes, I'm getting poisoned. And then her voice cuts out. And her body tumbles down the mountain, and I think we were like maybe this height, and she tumbles all the way down. And I'm like, okay, guys, I'm gonna go try and save her. But I don't know how to play the game because it's my first time. But I volunteered to try to save her. So when I fall down, I don't grab the wall, and I just forget to grab the wall. So when I land, I also die. And so that's our first two deaths. And it was pretty funny because me and her are both laughing as a ghost, right? And the other two friends are like, well, that's the run. We didn't even know if we could bring people back, so we restarted at that point because we weren't sure if we can bring people back, right? Why am I going this way? I don't know, but it looks doable. But I want a cool, dangerous way. Another way that she died, actually, so most of the funny deaths have been from Sweet Destination because she has this habit of doing things without thinking, and she goes ahead of us. What she did was she doesn't see jellyfish, so she doesn't see the things on the floor. And she got up to the top, and there's a jellyfish like right over here. She steps on it and she rolls all the way down, and we just watch her roll all the way down, and then she just dies. And that was a good funny time. She also doesn't see the explosives in the second map, so the explosive bomb things on the second map. She will just, I don't know, she just blinds them, and she steps on them, and she gets surprised when they explode, and then she goes flying. Or she gets poisoned and she falls asleep. And but the funniest part is when she falls asleep, she always says, guys, I'm falling asleep. And she always cuts out right as she falls asleep. She can't get the sentence out because she's too busy trying to get our attention. She spends most of her breath trying to get our attention instead of trying to let us know what's going to happen. So she says, guys, look, I'm gonna fall. And then she's just, and by that point, it's like too late, okay? She's fallen off the mountain. Sometimes those landmines are really hidden, though. No. You don't understand. I think a 5-year-old, I think a blind child could find those. Like, Sweet Destination has a very particular problem, and I think a blind child could find those. She just can't do it. She's just not capable of doing it. Holy shit, anti-rope spool. I've only seen the anti-rope cannon, but not the anti-rope spool, and that's pretty good. Also, funny thing, I only just learned how to use the rope last night. Because, do you know how I was using the rope? The way that I would use the rope is I would tie the rope off, and then I would throw the rope down. Because I thought it was like in real life. Where you tie it off, and then... Because in real life, you tie the rope, and then you throw the spool down to give someone the rope. So I would do that, and I would be like, okay, why does the rope have a tiny little nub where the rest of the rope should be? And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And so we never bothered to use the rope. And then we learned, oh, you have to unspool the rope first, and then you tie it off. It's why the indicator shows you like the preview. But what I would do is I would tie it off at 0, and then I would throw it down, believing that it would lead to like a rope trail. Well, what other ways have we died? The frozen thing was funny. I think the frozen thing was the best one. I don't know why, but we always died at freezing. Oh, I always die inside the caves. I'm huge into the Nutty Putty Cave technique. I think people who don't... Oh shit, Chad, I'm gonna die inside the Nutty Putty Cave. I'm gonna die in the Nutty Putty Cave. I'm gonna die in the Nutty Putty Cave. Oh shit, not the Nutty Putty Cave. Anytime I see a cave, I climb in. And my way of dying is I never see holes. So when I see a gap like this, I think it's solid, so I run across, but I don't notice the gap in the floor. So when I inevitably fall, there's nothing anyone can do to save me. And it always happens. Always. Basically, all of my friend groups have a very interesting way of dying. Like, Sweet Destination dies because she doesn't, like, see things. I die because I go for stupid things. We have one friend who dies because he always seems to miss pressing the buttons. Like, instead of pressing E to climb a rope, he just looks at it and then falls to his death, which is, to be fair, pretty funny. The one who's having a child soon is, let's say his deaths have been very interesting. And I wonder how he's going to teach his child to survive in the future. Because I can't imagine that his child is going to live very long given his current track record. He needs a new technique, is what I'm saying. I can make this. Oh, also. I always sing the song, I'm not gonna make it, instead of letting my friends know that I'm about to fall. So instead of having like instead of using my words to let my friends know that I'm going to die, I just sing I'm not gonna like now. Like right now, I'm gonna sing I'm not gonna make it. Uh-oh. Oh no! And then that's how it usually ends. Anyways, look, sorry. That was just a for fun run. I was just regaling you about what my friends usually do. It was just a for fun run. It was just for me to let you guys know like how these runs usually go, right? So that's how the runs usually go. And I'm gonna show you what we did on the hero run last night. Because the hero run last night was probably the most sure. I'm just saying. Listen. In the final cutscene, in the helicopter, okay? Spoilers, in the final cutscene. When you see in the final cutscene, whose name do you see? My name. My name. I'm battered. I'm bruised. The only other person with me, I brought them back to life just moments ago. Big Mom? Your prediction, I won't make it to stage 3. Oh, you're about to find out. What's the point of the flares? Like, what is the actual point of the flares? Because I'm like, if you just light the flare, what even matters? There we go. We take this. Where's the guidebook? Perfect. I need this as reading material. I've never actually explored the plane. I don't know why my friends and I play this like this, but we never explore things. Can I die? No. It looks cool. This flare looks really cool. So I know that there are different difficulties in the game because we just unlocked Ascent 1 last night. I'm curious to see how many people actually like play the game on or like do speed runs on the highest Ascent levels. Because Ascent 1 with extra fall damage says to me that the other Ascents are going to be monstrous. Because I imagine if the first Ascent is you take extra fall damage, maybe the second Ascent is you have like Davy Jones' locker or something show up or something. I don't know. Or like you can fall down and you can keep going or something. I don't know. Like it has to be crazy, right? Like it's an infinite impasse, less items, less food, new monsters or something, new things around the map. Oh, also, can you all email them? Are you in the Discord chat? Can you join the Discord and let them know? And like +2 my cannibalism suggestion. I didn't put it inside their Discord, but my friends and I were playing the game with the more players mod. Obviously, you shouldn't do that because the game gets a little buggy, and I think you would eventually lose thing. You know those conches take a weight, right? Yeah. But like that's, but they look cool. I'm not gonna leave a free conch behind, chat. It's free. So this is my thing, okay? When you play with more players, you notice a distinct lack of food around the map. And what I realized is that they should have a cannibalism option, where when somebody is unconscious, you can choose to eat them instead of saving them or something. So when you're really hungry in the kiln, because in the kiln especially, there's not enough food for like 5 or 6 people. You just instead of saving someone, you decide, okay, well somebody's gonna have to go, and so you have the blow dart. Because what's the point of the blow dart if not for that? You take the blow dart and you blow somebody, and then you eat them. I actually love that thing so much. I also think they should have like a weight thing. Like you should get heavier the more you eat. Like if you overeat, then you get heavier. And then if you undereat, I think the strat should be that you can undereat to lose more weight to get more climbing ability. God, this is so annoying. I actually love this thing, but it's so annoying. What's the point of this, actually? What is the point of this? Because I know it's there at the beginning, right? But then what's the point of having it if it's just there for like funsies? Well, you know what? What's the point of anything in life, right? If not for fun. POV, you stumbled upon my live stream where I accidentally got stranded on an island, but I still have really good Wi-Fi connection, or like a data connection, okay? Because for some reason, there's a government satellite pointing to this island, which means it's probably going to be used for nuclear testing very soon. And so I'm currently live streaming on TikTok on this island to you, live. Because it's fun. Because it's fun. Pointless emoji. And that's, you know what I mean? That's the point, because it's fun, right? But you're listening to this like random person stuck on an island ranting, wasting their energy on useless things like awards and communication, instead of climbing for their, oh, there's a cave. Oh, yes. Oh, it ends. Oh, there's a nutty putty. There's a nutty putty. Look, look, look. Always go for the nutty putty. Always go for a nutty putty. Oh, that's such a good nut. Oh, that's a good nut. It's another cave! Ah, it ends. Oh! Ah, it ends. Wait, no, it keeps going. Nutty putty cave. For those of you who don't know the Nutty Putty Cave, it's the cave where the guy got stuck and died. So to this day, his body is still stuck because he went in upside down. So every time I see this cave, my friends go, I'm not climbing inside the... my friends always say this. I'm not going to join you in the Nutty Putty Cave. And I'm like, guys, the Nutty Putty Cave is so fun and so cozy. It's so nice and cozy inside here. What do you mean you don't want to join me inside the cave? You found out today that you can sneak, but you wonder why. Well, for fun. Is there more inside the Nutty Putty Cave? I think this is the end of the cave. I mean, my theory is that they probably added these mechanics, and then they were like, well, we'll add things for it later, because they did mention they were surprised by the reception of the game, which is, I don't know why they were surprised. So the creators of the game, it's a mix of different developers, and it's also by the what's the publisher called again? I think it's Landfall or something. Yeah, and then so it's a mix of the developer of A Crab Story or whatever it's like the Dark Souls crab game, as or Another Crab's Life or something, as well as some other developers. Okay, and at least from the Crab Dark Souls game, I already knew that the game was going to be fun. Because what little that I played of the game within the demo, I didn't bother playing the full game. Not because I hate it, but because Dark Souls games, Souls-likes can get... it changes me fundamentally. What little I played of the game showed me that they know what's up. I can make that. Freeform jazz. So my theory is that they made these mechanics not really knowing what would happen, and then they got the game out because honestly, even thinking about how to make a controller like this feel the way that it does within the game, and react the way that it does to these different elements in the game, I commend them because I would go insane. Because this is a lot of different weird physics interactions, and it's specifically the way that it still feels really good, but allows you to roll around and like pivot that you kind of have to account for. All the while, it works in multiplayer. Like, most of the time was probably spent on making this. That I can see why they just wanted to get the game out, and then they think of the ideas later. At least in my mind, like, because I would be too scared to add too much because I wouldn't know what would work. But also, like, at some level, how many ideas can you think of as a single individual? Right now, we get into the philosophical point of the stream, which is how creative can you be as a single person? I can't be that creative, right? And if I'm not that creative, presumably they're just as bad as me at it. But because I don't believe that people can be better than me. I swear this is where I died last time. I can make it. I have more stamina. I can make this. Okay, great. No! I pressed the wrong button. I pressed Q by accident. Sorry. Q is really close. Q is... Okay, one thing that's devilish about this design, okay? Because my friends have had this happen multiple times. Q is way too close to W. It is absurd that they put the drop button beside the move button. Because my friends have multiple times now lost items. You have to go get it now. Alright, fine. Yeah, I'll get it. Where'd it go? Did you see where'd it go? My career as a musician is over if I can't get back my Steinway. Actually, what's a brand of saxophone that's really expensive? Like a brand of like trumpet. Do you think trumpets go up in value, or do you think they go down in value over time? Because pianos go up in value because of the make of it, right? But a trumpet is filled with old spit. So do you think the value goes up or down depending on the amount of spit or the quality of spit? Like if my spit, it has the flavor of like 80s or 90s cigarette smoke back in like ye olden jazz bars, does it make it better or worse? That's a victory theme. That's like a Final Fantasy. That's like a Final Fantasy combat screen victory song. We got it. We got it, chat. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. I don't know why the song is stuck in my head actually. Yeah, what was I saying? There was something philosophical about the point of this climbing exercise. Oh, yeah, the whole game idea, right? So, I think sneaking might come in later, or it's something that I don't know about. In which case, this will date me because I will probably find out soon. But at least for now, I can imagine adding things just because they're fun. And I know that I know these poison me, but poison is temporary. Hunger is forever. Where the fuck am I? I'm lost! Where's my compass? Okay, I also don't actually... I will say, I don't get the point of a compass. I get the point of the pirate compass, but I don't get the point of the normal compass. You're surprised that I'm still on stage 1. You're doubting that 2 hours was because of others. Well, listen, buddy. When I climbed with my friends, right? I need you to know, my friends don't appreciate me being a clown. So when I play with my friends, I can just be quiet. When I'm playing for you, guess what? Why are you here? Not because you want me to be a clown, but because it's a part of the show. I don't know what to do. It's a part of the show, okay? I like talking to you all. Okay? Listen, it's the 2 hours is because of others. Do you know why? Because they keep failing me. I'm usually the only person alive in most maps. Lock-in gamer. Okay, I'm gonna mute the mic and you won't hear me again. I caved. I couldn't do it. World record speedrun for how long you can't shut up for. This is my moment to talk to people and have fun. Okay, this is my moment to like talk to people the same way that an ancient feudal lord would talk to his subjects. You know what I mean? If we're not having a conversation, I'm talking at you and you're talking at me. And this is the only time that we get to have this. Silence gone. Pointless. Lock in, gamer. Close that mouth and open your hands. We're climbing. How do these bridges work, by the way? Because we know that it can fall, but I don't know when they break. We tried standing with 4 people and they still didn't break. My theory is it's a time thing. But I try to make my friends fall, so I don't know what it is. I'm going the fun way. I know there's an easy way right there, but there's a fun way here. Look. When you climb, okay? Think about it. POV, you're stranded on an island. Do you know what the worst part about being on the island is? Do you think it's food, water, shelter? No. Heat? Warmth? No. Coldness? Do you try to stave off the heat? No. The worst part is you no longer have Wi-Fi. What is your entertainment source? What are you going to do for the next few hours? Climb? That's it? Oh, touch some rocks. Yeah, I'll touch a rock. Oh, wow, this rock feels different from this rock. See? So how do you inject fun inside of your life on a deserted island? You climb the hardest routes. You make a new challenge for yourself every day. You start out eating crabs, and then you end off hunting sharks. You start off by climbing hills, and you end off climbing mountains. You start off shitting in holes, only to end off caked in shit. That's the real experience of holy shit, a chest. I actually don't know what I would do if I was stranded on an island. I think if I was on an island, I don't know if I would do the I don't know if I would do the FedEx prescribed way of surviving. Also, think about this. The term deserted island doesn't make any sense. Holy shit, can I blow myself? Wait, Chad, do you think I could blow myself if I aim at my feet? Fuck. Maybe I can catch something to eat if I save the blowgun. Like a person. If I see a person, I can dart them. And okay, okay. Look. You are at the crossroads. You are at the crossroads. Will you choose boring, safe society? Or will you choose exhilarating, life-changing island? I choose... What the fuck is this bridge? I choose exhilaration. I choose life. In a world of life and death, where we make those kinds of decisions every day, I choose life. Centrist. Centrist take. Jump. +2 to you, chatter. +2 to you. I choose the middle ground. I jump. Chain launcher. Can I fit that? Nah. I don't need that shit. I got my conscience. Oh! Hey, chat. Chat, look. I may be on an island, but at least I still have my conscience. My conscience. Get it? My conscience? My conscience? Like my ability to be nice? My like conscience? And my ability to care about people? But like it's a conscience? Get it? Sorry, the delirium of being alone is setting in. I wish these screamed at you. Because the whole folklore of these is that they look like people crossing their legs. I wish that these screamed at you. And would just randomly go, ah! As you ate it. With no other reason. It just randomly go, ah! Just to scare you. Most OP item. No. The most OP item is right here. Look. Chat. I'm gonna show you the most OP item, okay? Look. You have the most OP item right here. Your hand. This is the only thing that you need. Is your two hands. You guys know that I don't want to talk about him because he's a bit problematic. Particularly because he texted like 16 or 15-year-olds. But you know that guy, James Franco? He starred in that movie 127 Hours, right? And I think about that movie a lot. Because that movie is based on a real story of a guy who got his arm pinned by a giant boulder. Because he climbed on the giant boulder. And then he wrote a book about the time that he lost his arm because he got pinned to a giant boulder. And he was a bestseller. 127 Hours. I think his name was Aaron something. And basically what happened was that because he got his arm pinned, he couldn't do anything. Like, he was just stuck there. And it was after, I think, 110 hours, he said, okay, this isn't going to work. He's not gonna make it. So he cut his arm off. And I think to myself, at that point, I still don't know if I'd be able to cut my own arm off, right? Not because I wouldn't be strong enough, but because I wouldn't want to lose the arm. I feel like especially because the crazy part, he's in a crevasse and it's like the beginning of his escape is when he cuts his arm off. He still has to climb. And I can't imagine trying to make that climb with one arm while also losing blood. I would arguably keep the arm and I would just try to rip the skin off because I feel like you could crush the skin, but I don't know how. The movie didn't make it seem like it was really stuck in. I think in real life it was really stuck in, but the movie made it a lot worse. Or like a lot easier. Whereas in real life it might have been worse. You can't imagine the pain. Well, you can. You don't even have to. You can do it right now, actually. Mama. Okay, let's cook Bing Bong. BRB, cutting my arm off. Does it change the sound? They should change the sound of the beagle. If you cook it, they should pitch shift it. The bugle should be pitch shifted the more that you cook it. This map, I find it easy, but I've never seen a tick, so I'm excited to see ticks. I've never seen a tick. Also, I'm gonna show you the bombs that I was talking about. That Sweet Destination somehow runs into constantly. Mind you, I also too. Like me and her keep running into bombs. We're not really meant to survive, I don't think. But yeah, I think about what I would do in a survival situation. And I think I would keep my head up and I would try to keep all of my limbs. Like my biggest priority is to treat my limbs as the only tools that I really have. Because what do you have if not your limbs, right? You always have the capability for you to defend yourself. That and open wounds, I'd be careful about open wounds because I'd be afraid of the fevers. What's the hole here? Huh? Mrs. Stark, I don't feel so good. POV, you've been on the island a little bit too long. You've been here for one too many days, and now you're seeing things. I wonder how they make these maps, actually. So, my friend and I were having a guess, and we basically landed in two different camps. I'm in the camp of they lovingly handcraft a lot of the maps. He's in the camp of they randomly generate and they choose a format that they like. I'm in the camp where they lovingly handcraft like the major paths, and then they fill out the details with RNG. Because like some of this is it feels almost too directed the way that the paths are. Like maybe they start with an RNG base and then they craft it later. Or the opposite way, they craft a base and then they add RNG to it. Because it's like a lot of the pathways feel very directed. So where are these ticks that you're talking about? I don't think there are ticks. I think you're lying to yourself. These are the bombs. This one and this one. It always gets Sweet Destination. Always. Is there a tick here? That no one has time to do it every day. You'd be surprised. I would do it every day just for the sake of a challenge. But also, you are correct, because I didn't think about the scale of the map. But maybe it's not that hard to do if you think about it in terms of like filling out the details, right? Like if all you need to do is you need to choose what if all you need to do is you need to draw a valid route? So you only need to care about the ways that you can go up, and then the system does the rest of it. Like the system says, okay, I'm gonna place bombs over here, spaced out by X amount. I think that'd be doable, right? As like an everyday manual task to decide like, oh, okay, this map's routes will be like this, and then the challenges will be whatever comes up. Because some of these maps feel devilish. Sometimes the routes feel a little devilish the way that they operate. Like sometimes I look at the routes and I go, I don't know if like anybody can really solve some of these. You know what I mean? Because some of them can be pretty rough. You know what I really want to do? I really want to climb that tree. There's a huge tree over there that I really want to climb. But I don't want to risk it. Like I've come so far. Also, what's the recommendation? Are you supposed to like stay on a high ground, or are you supposed to go to like a low ground? Like what's the? Are you supposed to move from where you landed, or do you stay where you landed in order to eventually be found? Right? Like what's the? If you get lost on a real island, what's the current recommendation? We need stand-aids here. It's like a fucking roller coaster. It's like a roller coaster. Okay, well, I don't know about the roller coaster. I don't know about this one. Uh-oh. See, this, I wouldn't do this in real life. I would take my fun in different ways, but I wouldn't do this in real life in particular. I think if in real life, the most dangerous thing I would do is to go into a cave. But only if I knew... Okay, this is the funny thing, right? Depending on your island, you may have a different set of things that you can and can't do. If you have an island in Australia, you're probably not going to go into a cave because you're probably going to die from something biting you. If you have if you're on an island in Canada, you're probably not going to go inside the cave because a wild animal is going to eat you. But if you're in an island, if you're on an island in, I don't know, like the Galapagos Islands, I'm pretty sure that you're safe going into any random cave. You need to know your biome. Your real life biome. Wait. Are crabs global? Because if a crab is global, maybe you don't even need caves. You just stay outside the entire time and you just eat them. I can easily climb this vine. This thing's sick. I ate a mushroom. I forgot. I forgot that I had a mushroom. I can make this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's try this. Oh, shelf mushroom. Cool. Perfect. I needed this. I got this. What a waste of a shelf mushroom. Okay, don't play with that. I'm gonna die. Actually, the one thing that I do really like to do too, so I like to scare my friends. I like to play chicken with my friends. Oh, there's a Nutty Putty cave! I have to go. Oh fuck, it's pretty deep. Oh shit. The one thing I do like to do with my friends is I like to scare them. So what I do is I go beside a bomb and I do the play dead emote. And it's like a 50-50 of if I'll touch the thing. And I always say, oh, I'm having a heart attack. Oh. Never fails to make someone run. Fuck, it's raining. Holy Jesus, hell, why is it so scary over there? Why is it so scary? There's nothing worth it over there. I have to climb this thing. You think this is stupid? Is it stupid? I don't know if this is a good idea. I don't know. Oh, I have a huge fear of heights. I don't know if this is good. It's smart. Yeah, it's smart, right? Yeah. Everyone loves vines. You know my friends? And so, when I'm dead, I like to whisper... When you're dead and you play in multiplayer, if you've never played in multiplayer, you are missing out on a fundamental portion of the game. Which is when you die, you can whisper sweet nothings into your friend's ears. I like to whisper into my friend's ears things like, you are a monkey now. You want to climb that tree. But they never climb the trees. And it feels like a waste. They put these beautiful large trees that you can climb the leaves of, but no one ever climbs them. And I'm like, buddy, that's like the whole point of the game. This is useless. Oh wait, I can pop these mushrooms. Score! Now which vine am I climbing now? I think we climbed this one. I know this seems crazy. I think, actually no, this one loops around. I think we have to climb that tree. Holy shit, we have to climb that tree. Yo, that's a tree! Now that's a tree! Oi! Wish I had the healing item. I wish I had the healing item. Is it still here? I don't think it's still here. Don't worry. Just a flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound. I'll still be okay. No, in chat, it's just a flesh wound. I swear I don't play like this normally. I'm not doing it for a content, but I am having fun with the game. This is not how I normally play. And I'm not throwing for content, I'm just having fun with it. How the hell am I gonna climb this tree now? I have no stamina. Actually, there's an easier way over there, but I really want to see what's at the top of this tree. Every second, it's getting harder. Well, now it's a bit like a survival documentary, right? Think about it. You asked me to play the game. Isn't it that you're looking for this in some way? Right? Do you really want me to have it easy? No. I think you do want me to play like it's a survival documentary. I can make that vine. Watch this. I may need to throw the bag though. Everyone, we may have to say goodbye to my conscience. You know what I mean? My conscience, but my conscience. Get it? We may have to say goodbye to them soon. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Actually, I would live here. I would live here. If it weren't for the ever-rising fog that seeks to consume my soul, I would live here. They don't understand me like you do, Bing Bong. Oh. You know, they should add a bird that gets annoyed of you playing. I did suggest them to a giant eagle that would eat you. Like an eagle that randomly picks you up and tries to eat you. I think that'd be a funny thing to have inside the game. Because imagine being bothered by an eagle every couple seconds. And you have to either grab a wall or grab your friends to survive. That way, it's still doable in single player, but also incredibly fun and emergent in multiplayer. When your friends, you can call for your friends to help you as you're trying to survive this eagle trying to eat you. This ain't looking good. I can't go inside there? Really? This ain't looking good. This ain't looking good. I don't have enough stamina. This ain't looking good, chat. This ain't looking good. I'm not gonna make it. Anyone? Say goodbye to the conches. No, I can't. I can't. I have to keep them. No. I'm gonna keep them. I peaked. I peaked. This is it. This is my peak. I peaked here. I'm not gonna make it. Ah! Hello, chat. How are you? How are you? How was your day? Goodbye, conscious. You brought me so much joy in my life. The way that you felt on my back, scratching me. If you think about it, right? If you have conches on your back, it's just a back scratcher. Because it naturally, the spikes on the conches naturally scratch your back. The entire way through. Yo! 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 Even easier! Apple! Apples! My balls are tensing so much. My balls are tensing like crazy, chat. You don't understand. My balls are so tight. I can't do this. I can't do this. My balls are so tight. Okay, I think we leave the apples because we're so close to the top. Just don't touch anything. Good day. Ooh, you got some painting of a model done, and it was claimed by one of your cats. I like how you just have cats that randomly take over things in your home. That's the one thing that I kind of would love about the cat. That I look at that dog and I sort of go, why don't you do that too? But I feel bad comparing my dog. Actually, I have a funny dog story after, because the cats live with you like a roommate. Dogs live with you because they have no other choice. It's like a very different vibe. You know what I mean? Like, one is subservient to you, and like, you're not their landlord, you're their lord. Whereas like the cats are like, buddy, you and I pay equal rent, okay? I give you a mouse, and you give me food. This is equal payment. Oh, fuck me. Oh shit, this is a bad one. Yo, chat, watch this. Ow. That hits me? My leg? That hits me. That was my pinky toe. What? This ain't looking good. Okay. This ain't looking good. It's all fun and games when it's a bird that they bring in. Do they? Okay, I've always wondered that, because there's always videos of cats bringing in small animals, but they always show it's a rat. If they bring in a bird, is it dead? Is it like equally dead? Or is it alive? Because sometimes they bring the they bring the birds in alive, and the birds are like, what the fuck am I doing here? Or like, sorry, like rats. Because I wouldn't know what to do if like a live bird was somehow in my room all of a sudden. That is the one downside, I suppose. Again, POV. Your favorite streamer did an IRL stream, their plane crashed, and now they're stuck on an island, but they still refuse to turn the stream off. No joke, if I was on a plane that was about to crash, I would do a final live stream, do a face reveal, and as it's crashing, I would give you guys live updates on the mood of the passengers. In a way, they'll die being annoyed with me, which will make them happier. Mardu, one of your cats, once stole the eggs to get the bird's attention. That's messed up. You have a psychopath. You're living with a monster. You're living with a psychopath. If it weren't for the fact that they were animals, like, we would assign so many different things to them. Thankfully, only dead birds in the house. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, because it's that's pretty evil. Yeah, she is. So my dog, Missy, average streamer. Don't eat this. I need healing. I badly need healing. This has been a very disastrous run. My dog, Missy, she's now accidentally become picky, very needy. Dogs are sort of naturally needy anyway, so that's not the problem, really. The problem is that she's needy in a very particular way now. She needs us to hand feed her food. Which is crazy, because as a dog, she can survive on the streets by eating things off the floor, which she usually does. I don't know why I'm going this way. I think I just wanted to see what was over here. So what happens is that she no longer eats food unless it comes from my hands. And I think the problem is that she thinks it tastes better coming from her hands. Or, my other theory is that she wants to socialize by eating with us. But it's also my fault because I usually feed her food in that manner. So now I've given her false hope that she can have meals with us, even though that's not really true. Holy shit, is it a healing mushroom? It is. Oh my god. What luck? What luck? Your correction, Nightbot. It's your. You're using the wrong form. You are conjugating too many words. You know what's crazy? Somebody will join, like a new viewer will join, and they'll think that I wrote that as like a real serious thing. But like that's from a random Instagram comment that we found on a video about Baby Gronk and Livy Dunn. I still don't know what that means too. Where are the ticks? Chat, I don't think ticks exist. Tree. If I didn't find that mushroom, I'd be so fucking dead right now. If I didn't find that mushroom, I'd be so dead, chat. That mushroom was a lifesaver. They do. Okay, listen. You were tick-brained. Ticks are a social construct. Exactly. They don't exist. The bloodsuckers that you're talking about, okay? They're people just like you and I, alright? I can make this. Watch this. I can make this. Watch this. Ah! I'm not gonna make it. Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna make it. Also, there's a bug in the game. I did find this new bug in the game last night because I died instantly. Don't spam the spacebar. When you spam spacebar for a jump, what happens is I think it builds your speed up because I died from a 1-inch fall. Same with my friend. So if you spam spacebar to jump, don't do it. Press it once. If you spam it, you build up too much speed and you instantly die. What's funny is that that's a bug that like I think anybody can do accidentally when you're programming a game because you just think to apply the force upwards and then you just calculate the damage based on the force you have when you fall. never realizing that when you get to the second downward portion of the jump arc of the parabola, if you're calculating the force manually, because you don't apply gravity yourself, then is that a tick? Oh fuck, that's a tick. Chat, that's a tick. Help me, chat. Chat, there's a tick on my leg. How do you get the tick off? Help! Help! I'm being sucked. Help! It's sucking me. It's getting larger. Fucker. It's real. The ticks are real. What the fuck? Well, Kyra has to have pet stuff scratches on the bed. She has to scream to get our attention. And then when we fall, she'll run under the bed. Once you're sat on the bed, she'll hop on and then she'll accept scratches. Okay, I'm glad that other people have that problem of pets feeling like they're very needy. You said they don't exist. Okay, well now I'm a believer. It's sucking me. How do I get him off? It's sucking me. He's on my right leg. I can't look. I can't get there. I can't reach. I need it. Okay, I need a way to get the tick off. What is a home remedy for ticks? Does anybody know a home remedy? What is a home remedy for ticks? Do I need to cut my leg off? Look down, spam E. Is a bit far. Come here, you little shit. You motherfucker. Buddy, that's my blood. I'm taking it back. Holy shit! I ate him! It's my blood, motherfucker. Give it back. Yo! Why do we eat the mosquitoes? Why do we eat... Okay, why... Oh, sorry. Wait, no. Why do we kill ticks and mosquitoes after they've sucked our blood? Like, that's our blood. We should just eat them and get them... And then get it back. Lyme disease when? That's a good point. But Lyme disease isn't real. Ticks are real, but Lyme disease is a medical... Lyme disease is a made-up medical fact to prevent you from reclaiming your blood. Assert your dominance over the ticks. I just ate him. He was so full. He was so juicy. I don't think ticks are a bad thing. I think ticks are a mobile food source. And the reason why doctors say that Lyme disease exists is because because every doctor is a vampire. They don't want you to know that the ticks take the blood back to their overlords. What is this? Shit. I have all that I need right here. In a better society, we would use ticks as currency. That would be kind of cool, actually. So this is a fairy lantern. Can I cook the fairy? If I cook the fairy, do you think they'll be pissed? This fairy is probably dead. It's lime with a YME. I mean, there's a lot of things that we don't do in society, you know? Where's my backpack? I get one backpack the entire trip? Really? I don't need it. I don't need a backpack. I have my hands. That's all I need. What was I gonna say about society? Oh yeah, the things that we do. At some point, you thought Lyme disease is something you got from limes. So when someone offered you lemonade, did you think that they were poisoning you? Did you look at it and they go, no, none for me, and then you thought to yourself, time to call the police because they're trying to kill you? Like what? How did you come to that conclusion? Because that's pretty funny. With the Y, the word sounds even juicier, or it looks I guess. That is true. I do like the Y version more than the I. I think limes are weak. I think Lyme disease is good. You never Googled it. Imagine, you know what, what about, imagine pre-Google times, before you have Google. How do you know if somebody is talking about something that's real? Like somebody says, oh yeah, there's this thing called Lyme disease. And you go, if I eat my limes, but like, imagine you use limes and you make like the craziest food. Like what if you make like a really good taco and you do the sauce? I keep forgetting the name of the sauce. And this person's like, yeah, you can get Lyme disease in America. or wherever like ticks are, where are ticks most prevalent actually? Because in Canada, we're currently having a tick outbreak, which is probably good for nature and for me if I'm hungry, but bad for my health. I wish this song went longer. It has the beginnings of like a cool Christmas song where it goes da da and then it just stops every single time. This storm has taken so many of my friends' lives. This storm has taken so many of my friends' lives. I say on my live stream as I'm stuck on an island. It throws them off the mountain, makes them lose their footing, lose their humanity. I say as I'm live streaming from a mountain. The last survivor in a group of people from a plane crash. You know, you derailed me hard, right, Chad? Like, I was only gonna play Project Silverfish. I didn't even mean to play this. I just couldn't take the slander when you said that it's my fault that my group keeps on dying. I'm a great tour guide. While we're climbing, I'm like, over here, you can see the ever ice of the Great Snowy Mountains. These mountains have been untouched by human hands for the last many centuries, until now. We here at Bong Travel Agency aspire to give you the best experiences that you'd never have otherwise. And thank you for traveling with Bong. Here we see the smoke rising. Up above, the capybara have carved out a hot spring for themselves. The capybara have long since been thought to be mammals that live in the wild. Some people even eat them. In truth, they're not mammals, but people like us, with a thriving and lively society that prioritizes health, cleanliness, and social gatherings over currency. It's the only reason why they've never invented the steam engine. Here in this tour, I give you the finest first-hand. Give me this shit, motherfuckers, it's mine. If I had the blow dart, I'd blow you all away. Copium. Imagine being a capybara. I'd be so pissed if somebody took a trumpet out and was blowing into my nose. But if you've ever seen a capybara, you guys ever see that video of like a pelican trying to eat the capybara and they don't care? I don't think you would care. I know it seems crazy, but I really hope they add a more complicated playing system to the Bugle in the future. Because if they do so, can you imagine how funny it would be if your one friend gets to the very top and they spend all of their time playing like a full song for you, and they play like I don't know, Rush D or something. I think it'd be really funny if they played that. They just need to make it. You have been thinking of getting this? How am I liking it? This is probably the best in the genre of such games thus far. I think this might be the best in the genre of such games that we'll get for a very long while even. I think it's just really, really good. The key is that the climbing mechanic by itself as a solo game, it's a very fun puzzly game. Remember how we had that discussion about what like rock climbing is and why it appeals to programmers? And we realized that rock climbing is about the puzzle aspect. This game, I think, really captures that puzzle aspect well because the maps are genuinely complex. So as a solo rock climbing game, it's really, really good. Yeah. But then you have the social aspect, which I think makes it even better, where you have to make some hard decisions. There's not enough food, and if somebody falls, do you go and risk your life to save them, or do you leave them to die? And when you're saving them, if you have no healing items, do you carry their body all the way, or do you say, okay, that's it? I think the game has a lot of variability in that sense, where whether you're playing alone or with someone else, there's always something fun to do. But even alone, I think it's a masterpiece. I actually think that this game is a genuinely good climbing game. It's not as complex as something like Cairn, but in a way, because it's more gamified, it's also more fun than Cairn from moment to moment. There's sort of less technicalities that you have to care about from a what buttons to press perspective, but there's still the technicality and the puzzle aspect of how you move around on the map and how you decide to choose your angle of attack on the surface. And the biomes are very different. Every single biome with its different challenges really keeps it fresh. And the fact that there's a new map every single day, and the fact that I've played this game for about 13, 14 hours now, and I still didn't know about ticks, says that there's so much content in this game that you might not even see because you might have never gone that way. Yeah, like, I think the idea of you can easily get 100 hours in this game is absolutely true. Of the games, I think, you know, because the one thing about getting over it is that you get 100 hours because it's hard for you to do to get to the top. And so, but then once you're done, it's kind of like, for most people, you're done. For this, even though I've beaten the game, and even though this account doesn't have the extra difficulty option, I can't help but want to play this game, and I don't feel bad about playing it because of how fun it is, fundamentally. I think it's just a really good fundamental core fun game loop. And then you have just the stupid funny items like Bing Bong. Stupid Bing Bong. Oh, what are you doing here, huh? Here we have Bing Bong, the mascot of the Bing Bong Tour Company. You only have 45 hours in getting over it. You beat it at least 100 times. Okay, well maybe you're addicted. I couldn't do that for getting over it because I didn't enjoy it as much as like a for fun play for yourself game. It's the same way that like I didn't get into Jump King. You know what I mean? Like I didn't get into the Jump King hype. I looked at it, I tried it for a bit, and I was like, it's not my kind of game. But this game, for some reason, this game has awoken something in me, a desire to climb, and I don't know why. After 10 runs, the average run is 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, I mean that's the thing though. Is like at that point, you know what it is? I don't have the speedrun mindset. I've noticed this a lot actually. I don't have the speedrun mindset that other people do. Because I can't play a game to speedrun it over and over and over. I find it to be very, very mind-numbing. Whereas this game, I think what helps is that because it's a new environment and because it randomizes what you see, it never feels like you're speedrunning. It feels more like you're playing a whole new game every single time. Just with the same mechanics, but you're playing effectively like a whole new game level. You can only do it for somewhat short games. That is fair. That's a good point, actually. Okay, I also agree with you because I don't know how people can speedrun Final Fantasy. There are Final Fantasy speedruns that take most of one day. Like, you go to AGDQ, okay? Let's say you go to, like, you know, games done quick. They have one section for the fast games. They have, like, the main stage. They have a side stage for the games that no one cares about. And then they have a closet for all the people who do Final Fantasy speedruns, who sit there for 12 hours with a crowd watching them for 12 hours. When they inevitably fail 7 hours in because Eris used the wrong RNG skill or they didn't juggle the 7777 buff yet. Thank you. You think you might be picking this up then. If you do, please let me know. I will gladly play with you. I just want you to know I do not admit my mistakes. I do not admit my mistakes. I'm perfect. I'm a perfect climber. It's everyone else who fails me. Down? Yes. Okay, perfect. We now have more people to climb with. I'm gonna get Sweet Destination to join us too. She always wants to play with everyone, but she's always busy. Think I can make this? I think I can make this. Oh no! Alright everyone, as your tour guide, I'm gonna lead the way. Now everybody, find a hole and do this motion in it. You'll fit right inside the hole, avoiding the storm. Oh, there goes Jerry. He's down the mountain. Imagine being a Sherpa. You know what I've thought about? So I learned this. When you go up certain mountains now, like let's say you go up like Mount Fuji or like Mount Everest, you can hire a Sherpa, which is basically the person who climbs. But like the person who climbs is not you necessarily, it's now the Sherpa person. And I always think to myself, what's the point of the climbing if you hire somebody to climb for you? This is a bad spot. This is a really bad spot. Who? You're not sure you recognize the name. Yeah, so you don't recognize her because she's always busy. But she's the one person in that streaming section in my channel who is my personal friend, who can never make it to the events, but she's wanted to play with you guys for a while. I stream with her like a handful of times, but she also shows up in the chat too. A bite size of a Sonic level is perfect for speedrunning. We are not gonna do. I'm not gonna do the intro level to Sonic 1 for the next 7 days, just to try to get like a 0.01 better time. I feel like I would rather eat gravel than do that. I wouldn't be able to survive that. Did you know that these pittons will eventually fall off because they're in ice? We only found out last night. Heat pack? Chain launcher! There's no way that this thing goes all the way there. Garvel. Garvel! Cool, down for meeting someone new. Nice, okay. Yeah, you'll like her. She's very high energy. I'm getting her to meet new people so she can put her energy on someone else. Don't tell her though. Don't tell her that I said that. But she knows. I tell her all the time. It can go even longer? What? Really? What's the max distance on this thing? Wait, I am totally down for zip climb. Again, chat. Whoever has this game, please let me know. We'll set up a group climb, okay? The group climb, the way that we'll do this group climb, it'll be a bit like, it's a bit like, I don't know, it's a bit like, I don't know, but like, what's the equivalent? It's like a group programming session or something. I don't know, like something similar to that vibe, you know what I mean? That's why you said it's OP. Oh, I just... Maybe I've been wasting it, but we don't usually use it very far. We usually use it for small distances, my friend group, and so maybe I should be doing it better. But it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit like a co-working space, but instead of co-working, we're all climbing. And I think it'd be really fun. And we could even... Oh my god, chat. Discord? Okay, no, so you know how some streamers will do like Discord viewer call-ins, right? I'm gonna do peak viewer call-ins where we keep climbing, we don't stop climbing, and I ask you questions and you ask me questions, and I give you life advice as we're climbing. And if you fall, then your time is over. So it's a skill check. You have to be able to like keep climbing to be able to get the advice. And in a way, it's the most metaphorical, philosophical way of getting advice because you are always reaching towards nirvana. And the samsara is that you go back into the queue for later. Oh, Kuro. I was hungry. Good. I refuse to take anything but the bugle, the guide, and Bing Bong. Wasn't there a note around here? I swear there was a scroll around here, no? What's the guide even say? Life is pain. Life is pain. I've never read this. I've actually never read this. Nature. What greater ecstasy in this life than crunching down on a succulent granola bar while the wind blows across your scalp atop one of this world's many miraculous mountaintops. But of course, nature is not just some fairground amusement. Attraction. Oh shit! It's shaking too much. Oh shit! Oh shit! It's shaking too much. Where's the campfire? Oh shit! Oh shit! Some attraction we might enjoy leisurely from behind glass. Indeed, nature is as dangerous as it is beautiful, and the view is much better from 10,000 feet up than 6 feet under, aka dead. In my 40 years as a scoutmaster, I've accumulated a variety of rules for surviving dangerous wilderness situations that should help you out in the unlikely event one of your scout outings goes horribly wrong. But of course, all of these rules pale in comparison to the guiding rule of all scoutdom. Rule 0. Never abandon a friend in need. You hear that? Never abandon a friend in need! Need! Rule number 1. Keep moving. First things first, you gotta get the high ground if you want to get spotted. Nobody ever got rescued off of a mysterious island by loitering around on the beach. Okay, so you do have to go up that. So find the nearest peak and start making your way there. Time is of the essence in the wilderness, so get running towards your destination. See a gap in the trail or a prickly thorn? Go ahead and jump over it. Keep in mind that jumping while sprinting will tire you out quickly. Take a quick rest if you need to. You won't do anyone favors by passing out on the mountain. Very true. Someone has to save you. Rule 2, keep moving up. Obviously, wait, where's the fog? Is the fog coming? Oh shit, it is. Arr. Oh, it's a backpack. Why? Sometimes this bug happens to me, and I don't know why. I can't pick up the bag. It teases me. It's like a ghost bag. Keep moving up. Obviously, you're not gonna make it up a mountain without climbing. You can climb almost any surface so long as you have stamina. In the air, grab wall, hold empty-handed. Rule 3, always lend a hand. Nothing is more important than sticking together as a team. When your hands are empty, reach out to a friend who's mid-climb and help them reach the next ledge safely. You can help them from below, too. What? Is that why you crouch? Crouch down and let a fellow scout stand on your head, then jump to give them... What the fuck? I didn't know you could do that! That's sick! I've never done that move. I didn't know you could jump boost someone. Wait, that's sick. I'm gonna do that next time. That's actually cool. Okay, so all the people who play with alone, you never get to experience this. But as somebody who plays exclusively with their friends, I've also never experienced this because we've never read the guide. We've never read the guide. Rule number 4: stay alive, stay alert. Stay alert, stay alive. An effective scout keeps an eye on their stamina bar at all times. If it runs out, you'll be temporarily unable to run, jump, and most importantly, climb. Worst case scenario, you could fall off the mountain to your death, which is the worst thing to fall off to. Rule number 5: life is pain. As you make your way through the untamed wilderness, it is inevitable that you'll get some scratches and bumps. The more hurt you get, the less stamina you'll have to run and climb. So tend to your injuries as soon as possible with the bandage or a healing herb. Rule 6: stay hungry. Actually, don't. Getting hurt isn't the only way for your stamina to go downhill fast. As you climb, you'll find yourself experiencing hunger, for which 10 out of 10 experts recommend eating food. Be cautious of eating plants from the wilderness. They can poison you and really mess up your day. If you have the option, choose a packaged snack from a corporation you trust. Rule 7: don't overpack. Putting a backpack on is a great way to carry additional items. I'm going to sneeze. Which can make the difference between death. However, the more weight you carry, the less stamina you'll have to climb. And the experienced scout knows to pack everything they need and nothing more. Rule number 8: keep an eye out. In a survival situation, one of the worst things that can happen is getting separated from the group. Maintain constant communication whenever possible and point out your next route in advance to avoid leaving a friend behind, which is the ping button, which I only found out about two nights ago. TSKR, thank you. In conclusion, exploring the wilderness is a dangerous activity that can kill you instantly. But so is everything in this world worth doing, like falling in love. Never forget to be a good steward towards our beautiful world. And once again, never forget. Rule 0: never abandon a friend in need. You hear that? Never abandon a friend. Wait. I have the echo. Wait, I have the echo. Does it sound real? Yeah, it does. Do you hear that? Never abandon a friend in need. What if I just leave this on? If we just roleplay that I'm currently on the mountain. Yeah, this is good. Okay, I'll leave this on. Actually, I do have another filter which could be good here too. What's that filter called? Avocado ducking glitch generator. What does this do? Pitch modulation probability. Buffer length. Glitch attack. Threshold. Okay, it's currently on, but it's not doing anything. I'm not sure why. Maybe I do it. So I'll do it first. Yeah. Seraph? Okay, I know what that does. It's not really firing. So if you let me know what it does, then I'll know. Okay. Let's climb, people! We gotta get down this mountain! We gotta get down! If you let me know what it does, then I'll know. Okay, I'm not gonna make it. I feel it runs. I feel it runs. It's not really firing for. I wonder, like, what's the point of the attack? I feel it runs. It's not really firing. Because it same with Larry. The point of the attack, Larry, seems to be pointing out to your friends where you are. But I'm like, if your friends don't know, let's not freaking that. What's the point? It's not really. Oh, it's too loud. What does it sound like? What's the point? I feel it runs. Oh, it's going great. Point. It's going great. Sorry. Wait. Sorry. Wait. I was like it's sad. I don't know where you are. You're probably dead. You are free.
Everyone's left. My friends are all dead. I've got nothing left.
So shouldn't have eaten those berries. Nice to have eaten those berries. I don't feel too good. I don't feel too good.
I think I'm poisoned. I'm poisoned. Poisoned. Cat, I think Lyme disease is real. And there's the old. And there's the old. And there's the old poison. I think Lyme disease is real. I think Lyme
Mr. Stark, please, come to save.
Licorice. It's me, your friend from beyond the grave.
Why did you leave us? Why did you leave us to die? Why did you do it to us? I'm sorry. I had to. I have a wife. I couldn't leave him behind. One of us had to go. One of us had to go. Oh goodness, one of I had to. Oh goodness, one of I had to. It's not my fault. One of us had to go. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I couldn't leave him behind. I couldn't leave him behind. Yeah, you were gonna die. I couldn't leave him behind. I couldn't leave him behind. Why did you leave? Why did you leave? Why did you leave? Take a coffee. Why did you leave us? Yeah, we there. Die anyway. Guys, yeah, we there. Die anyway. Yeah, we there. Die anyway. I don't feel die anyway. Die anyway. I'm sorry for leaving you. Yeah, we there. Die anyway. I had. Yeah, we there. I'll tell you your story. Please, leave me alone. I am listening. I am sorry for leaving you. Will you give me a look across? Sorry for leaving you. Sorry for leaving. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop. So we must. Stop. Leave me alone. Stop. Please stop. Oh, please stop. It's not my fault. Oh, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Oh, you killed them. You killed them all. Oh, my boy. I didn't need to. Oh. How was I supposed to Stop talking to me. No stamina. Run, Matsu, no stamina. No stamina.
Kill them all.
Wow. That was amazing. That's probably my best bit. And it was completely accidental. And Cat, I can't turn it off because if I turn it off, I'm going to die. So you have to deal with it. Just like I listen to this guy. Accidental. I don't want to live with the kills anymore. The calm, understand? Oh, the ghost too. Oh, my life. For what? They didn't even have jobs. Like I have to deal with it. Yep. They had nobody waiting for them. I can't turn it off because if I... It was me or them.
It was me or them. And I refuse to be the one left behind.
Turn it off. I'm going to.
I have a life.
Turn it off. I'm going
I
to
couldn't
die.
leave her behind.
I'm going to die.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been left behind. I'm sorry. I'm left behind. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've been behind. Yeah, I've been Yeah, I've been Yeah, I've been Fire sword! Yeah, the flames of hell are here to take me for my sins. Yeah, hover behind. Hover behind. Yeah, hover behind.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it off.
Hover behind.
Sorry. It was just a little. Sorry. It was just a little. It's just a little fun. It's just a little fun with the voice stuff. I have the effects. I might as well use them, right? POV, you've just witnessed your tour guide having like an existential crisis. Because let me tell you something, not every tour is successful. Here at Bing Bong, we pride ourselves on honesty, and I'm here to tell you that not all of my tours made it. Sometimes I still think about them. Sometimes I wonder, was it really my fault that they fell down that day? Is it really my fault that they couldn't make it? How's it my fault that they couldn't climb? How's it my fault? I'm just a tour guide. They wanted all of us. Bing Bong. You know it's true, right? It wasn't my fault that the entire tour died. It was never my fault in the first place. It was them. They weren't good enough to survive on the mountain like me, Bing Bong. Like me and you. They weren't good enough to survive like I did, Bing Bong. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault that the elite that Lofian Bazoid. It wasn't my fault. And no, it was them. They were gonna die anyway. It was either me or them. It was either me or nature. Somebody. It was them. It would have been over for Bing Bong. I was hired to end their misery, Bing Bong. To end their suffering, Bing Bong. It was them. Here in the caldera, if you look to your left, you'll see a firestorm heading right towards us. Be careful. It's gonna. Oh, look, a beautiful firestorm. One of the many natural features of the caldera, heading right towards It wasn't my fault. To end their misery, Bing Bong. I did their job, Bing Bong. I did what I had to do. I did what I had to do, Bing Bong. I did what I had to do. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my. It's so much nicer with complete silence. You thought this was gonna end. No. The pain, the pain never goes away. The pain of losing everyone. The pain of being told that it's my fault. The pain of having to see their faces distorted, their bodies broken by the fall. It never ends. It never goes away. In my restless dreams, I see them. What's the line from Silent Hill? Does anyone remember? In my restless dreams, I see you. Broken, battered, bruised. And I think to myself, could I have done anything? But no. I've done my job. You should have done yours. Guys! I don't think the streamer is okay. I don't think he's role-playing anymore, guys. I don't think he's role-playing anymore. You know, chat? Have you ever wondered why I spend all of my time streaming and not writing code anymore? What kind of code do you think I wrote? ICBM ready. If you know somebody, or you are somebody with a pacemaker, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, imagine the kind of flashbacks that people have, right? People have flashbacks of PTSD about like crazy shit, and I'm like, the pacemakers. Why did I write that code? The pacemakers. Why did I put that if statement there? The pacemakers. Why did I terminate the loop too early? The pacemakers. It's supposed to be on a permanent loop. Why did the loop cancel? The pacemakers. You can't do what I do. You can't do what I do. You can't give running commentary, a mental breakdown, and a fake backstory, maybe, possibly, for litigation purposes, it's probably fake, about me being somebody who writing code for medical devices failing and then reliving my actual trauma while climbing the caldera. You aren't me. You aren't me. I'm him. Here we see one of the greatest natural features of the caldera, a long-lost temple, set forth, placed here by those who used to live here for the human sacrifices. That's right, back in our day, we used to sacrifice people all the time. Jimmy, stand still. What's up here? Last stage with no items? Cope. I don't need items. All I need is belief. Hope. Hope in a better tomorrow. I actually do think that you need items though. For the last level, I do think that they need items. But I refuse to leave Bing Bong. I refuse to leave Bing Bong. So my only hope is this anti-rope cannon. I'm gonna throw the bugle. I'm gonna bring the guide and hope that it changes. No. I'm gonna bring the guide to remind me of the most important parts of life. The most important part in the life is trying your best and having fun. A scout. Ugh. A true scout never leaves behind a friend in need. A true scout never leaves. Why is there lava over there? A true scout never leaves the guidebook behind. 'Cause someday, one day, there will be somebody who needs guidance. And I'll be there to guide them with the guidebook. We're going on an adventure, everyone! I'm not running away from my problems or my past. I'm not trying to escape my past. I'm not trying to run away from the lawsuits against me. From all the deaths that I've caused. All the pain and suffering that I brought into this world. I'm not trying to avoid my responsibility. I'm trying to live! I'm trying to live! I haven't been alive until now. I've lived all these years with this pain. This heavy suffering in my heart. I want to live too, Bing Bong! I want to live too!
The guidebook says, how not to die. Never abandon a friend in need. Alright, gang. Let's go up the mountain.
I love games that just let me be crazy for a bit. I love games that just let me just go all out on this idea of me being crazy, because it's like the one time that I get to be me. You know what I mean? But yeah, the only items that I need can be found all in here. I refuse to believe that they would make a level that is unsolvable unless you bring items from outside. Because they've made a masterpiece of a game. I bet you there's a failsafe in their RNG code that says, if player in this level spawn chest with item. Otherwise, self-suck. Oh, he's back to pretending to be not crazy. Sure. I swear there was a chest here. Am I seeing things? Am I seeing things? I swear to God there was a... I swear there was a chest here. It's right there, okay. Oh, I thought I was seeing things again. I mean, again. Here we see the kiln, the greatest feature of Mount Caldera. On this mountain, few people know it, but this is actually an active volcano. It's gonna blow at any moment. Alright everyone, keep up. If you get left behind, there might not be any of you left to recover for your family. Thank you for joining us on Bing Bong Tour Guides. Doo doo. I don't know, what's like the noise for like the announcer thing? Doo doo. Next stop, the hospital. All those with broken bones, please check in at the front counter. Thank you for traveling with Bing Bong Travel Agency. We hope you enjoy your stay. I don't need this shit. I don't need this shit. Watch this. I can bring this with me without using it, and I don't need to drop my anti-rope cannon. I'm sick with it. I'm actually sick. I'm actually sick with it. Fuck, I dropped it. Wait, it disappeared. Guys, the rope cannon wasn't real. It's gone. It's like completely gone. What happened to it? I'm hallucinating items. This isn't good. The heat's getting to me. Alright everyone. You all better keep up. I'm about 2 hours away from retirement. And I'm gonna make it to my final paycheck. You wanna eat ticks, so you got the game too. Let's go! We got more climbers! Any climbers in chat? We have now peaked. The chat has now peaked. We're peaking together. What's that song that like goes like so many questions? You know what I mean? That song reminds me of this situation where we're all peaking together. Bit of a bad situation for me. Bit of a really fucking bad situation for me. I'm going back down. Tick eaters. Tick eaters, meat beaters. Rise up. Tick eaters, meat beaters. So I used to have this sick rap line in my mind. I tried to convince my friends that this was a sick rap line, okay? I used to try to convince my friends that this rap line, meat eaters, meat beaters, was a sick line. I don't know why, but that line was in my head for the longest time. So anytime I see this phrase like something eaters, I always think back to meat eaters, meat beaters. I don't know why. It's been stuck in my head since like for 14 years now. Meat eaters, meat beaters. Where the fuck was that chest? I swear I saw a chest. Why is it over there all of a sudden? Why did the chest teleport? I swear there was a chest over here. Chat, I actually don't think you need a single item. I actually think that this whole thing is doable. I don't think you need a single item for this particular version of the kiln. And if you do, then you're weak. Here we see the lava falling down onto the floor below, and Jimmy being consumed by the lava. You see, Jimmy didn't listen to me about going quickly. He thought he could brave the elements by himself. Now look at where Jimmy has fallen. Don't be like Jimmy. Be like Samantha. If anybody here is named Samantha, I'm so sorry for giving you like a heart attack. I swear to God, my idea was that I was gonna leave it up there for later, but it just fell back down. And that was funny. That was peak comedy. Oh shit, I have to take a quick call, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Would it be funny if the lava was rising or something? No. I know where I'm safe. This is a completely safe region, I think. I don't think I'm gonna be... How did the rope cannon fall if there was a perfectly stable ledger? What a shame. What a shame that physics has once again failed me. Scientists believe that physics is actually a lie. that physics was invented for the sake of a prank, of a comedy show. You see, the physics that we believe in here at Bing Bong is different. The physics that we believe in here at Bing Bong Industries. I've changed the name of the company like several times now because I don't have a consistent theme for the for the company. I don't have a consistent theming for what this company should be called. I just keep calling it anything that I feel like. I'm not gonna make it. Holy shit, I've actually made it. Oh my god, he's gonna make it. I'm gonna make... The company got acquired 3 times. Yeah, what? Because this is the thing, right? You know, so the whole movie Castaway with, you know, what's his name? Will Ferrell and UPS. When he's stuck on the island, right? There's no telling that if the company will actually still be alive by the time he comes back. But he keeps the package to deliver as like a symbol of hope until the very end of the movie, right? And when he finally when he goes to finally deliver it, and they serve him sushi while he's on the island, it's like, what is there left to do in life? He lived his entire life to be a corporate cuck one final moment, and in doing so, he ultimately lost the opportunity to live for himself on the island. He could have spent that time thinking about philosophy. You know, the guy, 127 hours? That guy wrote a book about his experiences. Do you know why? Because while he was stuck in the rock, he was thinking, how am I going to make money off of this? If it wasn't for that, he would have never been able to reintegrate into society, because society doesn't give you enough money to reintegrate into. There's simply not enough for you to live with. I don't quite know about this one. And so to me, it makes total sense. That the company would be reacquired multiple times. I'm simply living the fantasy of an M&A company, which is a mergers and acquisitions company, that they're able to buy a company multiple times through various subsidiaries to rename it to get like a quadruple return on their earnings. Where the fuck do I go? I'm a little stumped here. Fellas. I gotta go this way. Yeah, I gotta go that way. I'm a little stumped here, actually. I don't know where to go. Uh-oh. I'm a little stumped here. Let me know what to do. I think I do go that way. And I try my best to survive here. I mean, I've been trying my best to survive the entire time. I want you to know I've been playing this as seriously as I possibly can. This has been my most serious effort. It's on the level of... You know, like, what's your most serious thing ever? Jump and wall climb at the end. You're insane? I only have 1 or 2 limbs at best. And I'm gonna keep my limbs as long as I can by going the safest way possible. There's no need to take a risk. Do you know why? Physics was invented for our needs. In reality, physics doesn't actually exist. We simply made it up for us to be able to do stuff with it, like climb walls. Think about that. The entire reason why physics exists is for us to climb walls. Otherwise, there's no real point to physics. Ooh, baby. I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I'm gonna make it. I'm climbing to the top. Oh, baby. I'm gonna make it. I'm climbing to the top. Ooh. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. What's inside? Yes! Thick mints. Ready for when you need a snack. Trail mix. A scout's privilege. A scout's right to eat the nuts of the world. Sorry, it's a weird statement. I gotta go back there. I could go up from here actually, but here I see a whole pathway. Okay, do you guys want... Okay, oh, I know how to make this more immersive. You get real breathing, as if you're actually hearing me climb, okay? This is how I would react in real life, and then I would sit here for like 5 hours, and I'd just sit here and just slowly recover my health. Please, oh God, oh Jesus, Louises, who needs items, chat? All I need is Bing Bong. Chocobo looking ass. You chocobo looking ass motherfucker. It's copyrighted, damn it. Chocobos are copyrighted from Final Fantasy. Hey! Oh, oh, my leg. I've made it. Everyone, I'm about to make it to the very end. I don't know what to do. I think we just go straight up from here, because we're actually, I see the sky. If I see the sky, I see an end. Well, technically the floor is also an end, but like it's a different end that you don't want to go for. Like the sky is one ending and the floor is another ending. The floor is a bit of a secret ending. You're impressed? No, no, no. You're surprised. You are now self-conscious. I bet you're self-conscious right now about your inability to climb without items. Imagine needing items to climb the kiln. Like, buddy, it's just an oven. And you know what? Ovens, there's only one. Ovens are built to be climbed out of. It's why you can't have a baby inside of an oven anymore, because there's like a latch inside, so the baby can free themselves. Ovens and kilns are the same, and they're built with safety features now, and that's why you can't lock a baby inside anymore, because if you did, the baby would die. But now you can't, because there's a little safety thing. That's a first timer. No, no, no. I've done this once last night. So last night was the first time that we ever beat the game as a group. It was so exhilarating, because if I didn't revive my friend, I was dead. But now I know. Now I know I don't need my friends. Like, in a way, now I know that I no longer need my friends, so I can do it myself from now on. I can just live by myself. Okay, how do we do a soy pog? How do we do a soy pog? Does anyone know how to go into third person to do a soy pog? Oh, I know. Oh, chat, I'm having a heart attack. Oh, I'm having a heart... Imagine I fell back inside. I'd be so pissed, actually. I'd be so fucking mad if I fell back inside from a heart attack. Oh wait, yeah, isn't that the point of the flares, actually? Because at the end, you have like a box of flares. Is there ever a time when you don't have a box of flares at the very end? Because if so, maybe everyone needs their own flare? I'm not sure. These are nice flowers. You know, I never got to see this last time because we were too excited to just leave that we just didn't even bother. Like we were just excited to get to the very top, but bit of a nice island. And here at the peak of Mount Caldera is the world's 8th wonder. Here we see... Why is there flowers down here? Don't die. Don't die now. Don't die. You just got here. Don't die. Is there anything on this mountain, actually? I'm scared to explore, because if I die, it's over. But there were flowers here, and there's a weird rock over here. Don't die. Don't die now. What the fuck? What?
Touch the orb, traveler. Touch the orb. It will bring you great luck. Touch the mysterious orb, Bing Bong. Stay here, okay, Bing Bong?
Oh, it has worms! Ew! It has like tapeworms! Oh, fuck! What does my guidebook say about this? Uh-oh. Chat, my limbs are collapsing on themselves. Oh! I actually went through the hole? Wait, that's sick. My bones have collapsed through the hole. It's like a sieve. It's like a sieve where your bones go through and your whole body gets like splintered. Like, you know that like one incident with the There's this one underwater sea diving incident where somebody opened the diving chamber too soon, so all the inhabitants got sucked through. It's a bit like the billionaire sub. It's a bit like the billionaire sub. Very similar death incident. That's what happened to me there. My whole body got like ripped through the hole like a sieve because I held on to the anti-rope. Bing bong. We made it. We made it, Bing bong. I knew it wasn't my fault. I knew it was everybody else's fault. Why weren't they good enough to survive, Bing bong? Why weren't they good enough to survive, Bing bong? It was their fault, Bing bong. It was their fault. Let me in! I have the company mascot! Let me in! Where's the rope? I have the company mascot! Let me in! Who said I couldn't do it without items? Which one of you said I couldn't do this without a single item, huh? Which one of you said I needed items to beat this game, huh? Only took me 2 hours. Well, guess what? 2 hours, 4 conch shells, 1 bing bong, 1 bugle, 1 wilderness guide. I never let go of my scout's honor. Never. I always kept my scout's honor. New sash. Ascent 1. New hat. Thank you. Climb past the shore. Thank you. New looks. Okay. Reach the top of a really big tree. Okay. Thank you. Climb past the tropics. Okay. Pirate thing. Okay. Open 15 luggages in a single. Okay. Eat 5 different berries. Play a bugle for a capybara. Wait, what? Play a bugle for a capybara. Climb past the alpine. Okay. Wait. There's a lot of things going on here. There's a lot of things going on here. Okay, wait. Climb past the shore. Reach the top of a really big tree. See? Climb past the tropics. Open 15 luggages. Eat 5 different berries in a single expedition. Play the bugle for a capybara. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm gonna do that on my other account. Climb past the alpine. Climb past the caldera. Reach the peak. Escape the island in a solo expedition. Escape the island without ever losing consciousness. Help Bing Bong escape the island! Woo! Bing bong! I knew it wasn't my fault. I knew it wasn't my fault. I knew it couldn't be true that it was my fault. How could it be my fault? They couldn't to make it. If they were climbing, they would be with me. They weren't good enough. And so they're gonna stay. They're gonna stay gonna be on the island forever. They're gonna stay. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It was theirs. They couldn't jump on it. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Jumped on it. It's not my The pacemaker!
It's not my fault.
Why did the loop break on the pacemaker?
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Jumped on it.
Thank you for playing. The voices, I can't stop hearing. So what's the thing that I got for saving Bing Bong? Was it just the badge? Or was it the clothing? How come the clothing doesn't update? And that's how you do it, chat. That's how you do it, okay? That's how you do it. Somebody tells you to climb a mountain, you say, I'll climb that mountain. Do you know why? Life is about climbing mountains. Somebody says, hey, you try your best to get over that hill, you get over that hill. Got peaked? I know, I got peaked. I've peaked. I peaked. Well, what else is there to do? I peaked. That's as much as I could do. Like, what else am I gonna do? There's nothing left in life. Like, what else is there for me to do? I've reached the pinnacle, the hardest mountain in the entire world. There's nothing left for me. Goodbye, everyone!